Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here today on the second channel. And today we've got a banger for you. We're going to start off with Everton Villa. Okay, so with Everton Villa, I think it's going to be quite a boring game, I can't lie. Of course, Aston Villa recently lost 2-0 to Bournemouth, which was a terrible result for them and Steven Gerrard. Great for them. And Everton also lost to Chelsea 1-0. Again, not a great result for Everton, but it was only 1-0. Not a great Chelsea side, but Chelsea nonetheless. So it was still a tough game. But for me, I feel like that game's going to be quite boring. It's going to end 1. Next up, Arsenal-Leicester. Now in Arsenal-Leicester, it's going to be, I think, a scoring game. I think there's going to be a few goals. Not too many, but there will be a few goals. 2 to be exact. Of course, Arsenal played Crystal Palace on the Friday for the game we won. And they won 2-0 against Crystal Palace. Great result for them. You know, they played fantastic on the first, say, half an hour or so. It was great. And Leicester, on the other hand, drew 2-2 with Brentford, which was winning. And then they lost it, but drew it in. Poor result for them, really. But it is what it is. So I think Arsenal will win. Next up, we've got Brighton versus Newcastle. Now, Brighton beat Manchester United on the weekend, which is a result not many people were expecting, as Man United were expected to get off to a great start under the brand new manager. They didn't, and it was a 2-1 loss for Man United. Brighton won that game with 2 goals from Pascal Cruz. So yeah, great result for them. And then Newcastle also beat Nottingham Forest 2-0 with an absolute screamer goal, and also a fantastic finish from Callum Wilson as well. But yeah, that game ended 2-0 with Nottingham Forest's first loss of the Premier League, and it was a good result for Newcastle, so that's why I think it's going to end 2-1 to Newcastle versus Brighton. Next up, we've got Manchester City versus Bournemouth. Now this game, I'm not going to lie guys, I think it's going to be high scoring. There's a Bournemouth fan here. I think this is going to be a high scoring game. I don't think you're going to see Haaland have his day off. I think it's going to be an absolute, right, it's going to be loads. Of course, Bournemouth did beat Aston Villa on the weekend. They beat them 2-0, which was a great result for Bournemouth, you know. Premier League life back here again, and they win their first game against Aston Villa, who meant to have quite a good season this season, I would expect. But yeah, they ended that game 2-0 against Aston Villa. Great result, but it's Man City. Man City beat West Ham 2-0, and West Ham are a good side. So against a good side like West Ham, imagine them against Bournemouth, who've only just been promoted. I've got to say 3-0 Man City. Next up, Southampton versus Leeds. Now, Leeds beat Wolves 2-1 on the weekend with a very lackluster game right there. It was just very strange. It was just goals coming in left, right, centre all the time. And I didn't think Leeds were going to win that game. They did. I didn't think Leeds were that good this season. I think they will get relegated, or get near that relegation spot. But for me, I think Leeds are not going to do great. But of course, they are up against Southampton, who did get a thrashing on the weekend, 4-1 to Spurs, which isn't the best result for them. Of course, Ward-Prowse did get a goal, so big up Ward-Prowse, you know, using the FPL team, big up him. But they did lose 4-1 to Tottenham. Tottenham is a tough game, and I think Tottenham are going to be great this season. So yeah, you'll see that later on in the episode. I think Tottenham are going to have a fantastic season. But Southampton, I don't know, I think they're going to have a poor season. They are facing Leeds though, so I'm going to say it's going to be quite a boring 1-1 draw. Next up, you have Wolves versus Fulham. Another tough game here. Of course, Wolves lost to Leeds 2-1, and I feel like Wolves might not have a good season this season. I think they're going to be around the bottom area, maybe around, you know, that's 15, 14, 16 sort of area. Of course, they lost to Leeds, who I think are going to be poor as well. But they are going up against Fulham, who of course had a fantastic start to the season. Nearly beating Liverpool, ended 2-2 in the end after Nunez came on and scored a goal and got an assist, which was the dodgiest assist ever, but it was still assist. And they got a draw. It was a good result for Fulham, realistically. It wasn't the result they hoped for. They were probably hoping for a win at half time. But I thought Fulham played fantastic that game. I watched the whole game, and I think Fulham could do well. So that's why I'm going to say Fulham versus Wolves. Fulham going to win 2-1. Next up, you've got Brentford versus Manchester United. Of course, Manchester United lost on the weekend versus Brighton, which terrible result for them, especially under the new manager. Hopefully against Brentford we see a brand new lineup. Yeah, no Maguire at the back, please. There's no Maguire. Sure, yeah, I know he's one of my favourite players, but get rid of him. He's not great at the moment. So I think they need to change the squad up a little bit. You know, get rid of McTominay, bloody useless. Yeah. I've seen fish move faster than that guy, mate. I've seen my mouse move faster than that guy, and I use my hand for that. So, yeah, in my eyes, I think Man United will win against Brentford. Yeah, it was a poor result for Man United against Brighton. Just hope they get back to a better start. Of course, Brentford drew with Leicester in the end after clawing back from 2-0 down. They actually got a draw in that game, which is a good result for Brentford. I don't think Brentford will have a great season, so I don't think they'll have a rubbish season now after seeing that result. But I do think they'll lose 2-1 to Manchester United. Okay, so Forest versus West Ham is up next, and Forest, of course, lost last week to Newcastle United, and it was only 2-0, but it could have ended about 20-0. Newcastle had that many chances to score goals. It was unbelievable. Nottingham Forest were having an absolute shambolic start. This new manager that everybody says is fantastic for them, not looking great so far, I can't lie. His tactics and plans aren't looking very good. Lingard doesn't look like he wants to play football, especially for Nottingham Forest. I think he's just there for the money and the relegation, and then so he can leave. But yeah, I don't think it's a great result for Nottingham Forest to lose the first day against Newcastle. Newcastle are a tough team this season, of course we know that, but they've also got another tough game against West Ham next. So, of course, West Ham actually lost to Man City 2-0 with a very poor start for West Ham. In fact, not really anything happened between any of their players. Their brand new Scamacca had a few chances in the second half once he got subbed on. Other than that, there wasn't really many chances being created. I remember, I didn't watch the game, but I was looking at the score on the internet, on like BBC, and it was telling me the win percentage of West Ham, and there was a 2% chance of West Ham winning as soon as Man City went 2-0 up. That is how poor West Ham played that game, that they had a 2% chance of turning it around. So I think against Brentford, I still think they'll win. I think it'll be a 2-0 West Ham. I just think Forest aren't good. Now, the last game and the biggest game of this weekend is going to be an absolute great game, an absolute corker of a game. I hope everybody's there watching it. Chelsea versus Spurs. Chelsea versus Tottenham. We've got a banger, yeah? The trophies versus the non-trophies, yeah? It's going to be an absolute fantastic game. And Chelsea, of course, did beat Everton on the weekend 1-0, and the manager did come out after the game and say that they lack creativity, and then they sold Werner. So yeah, you know, as it is. And it was a very boring game from Chelsea. I didn't think they played that well. The penalty was a bit it was a penalty, but it was a bit I think Jorginho, he's just not looking great. Kante's just looking like he's getting to that age now where he's just a bit old. He's still good, don't get me wrong, better than Man United or better than a lot of midfield, but he's still looking at that age where he's just getting a bit old. And they need another one to like boost him maybe, you know. But yeah, I do feel like Chelsea won't do well against Spurs this weekend. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be great. Of course, Spurs battered Southampton 4-1, and I know that's only Southampton, but 4-1, and that was without any of their new signings starting. So imagine Basuma in that team, yeah? It'd be an absolute fantastic lineup, yeah? Imagine Richarlison coming on against Chelsea and scoring at last minute header or something. It's going to be a great game, so that's why I think Spurs will win that game 2-0. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. If we get this video to 10 likes, we're going to do a FIFA Creator Club career mode. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.